Hello everybody and welcome back to Mr. P channel. In this video we're gonna use Photoshop Touch Android app to create a thumbnail for one of the YouTube videos. Photoshop Touch Android app was available on a Google Play Store a while back. It was available for you to download and use it for free, but then something happened and it's disappeared from a Google Play Store. But basically what's happened with the internet is if you put anything online, that will be online forever. So you can go and download the Photoshop Touch APK file and sideload it. How to sideload apps on Android devices? Loads and loads of them. Photoshop Touch, come on, can't even spell. How to sideload Android apps online and on YouTube is unbelievable amount of tutorials. So and today basically so easy. It used to be a bit of pain, but now it's so easy to sideload. You just go in and follow a tutorial, will find it and no problems. When you enable your developer mode on your Android device, more specific on a Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, Note 8 or Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus, possibly in the future for Note 9 or whatever they're gonna call it, you can download the Adobe Photoshop Touch APK file from this website, or like we saw just now, I just Google Photoshop Touch APK and just look for apkmirror.com website and just download that. When you download it, double click and it's gonna install. It's all installed. Photoshop Touch don't wanna run on DeX Station. You just don't wanna play. Whoops. So PS Touch, Photoshop Touch, some function is not being supported on DeX, and that's what you will see forever and ever and ever and ever while trying to run Photoshop Touch while your phone is in a DeX Station mode. So but don't be afraid to use a screen mirroring function with a DeX Station. Most people forget about that exists and they expect nearly everything to run in a DeX Station environment. But don't forget there is an option for you to switch to screen mirroring. Just before we do that, we need to think what kind of thumbnail we're gonna create. Obviously I'm gonna try to do this tutorial as short as possibly can. I won't gonna extend to a 2 hours, 15 hours, 12 months video. So let's say we're gonna choose something simple to do. Let me think what we're gonna do. A simple tutorial, or simple, I would say simple thumbnail. Let's say you're creating a racing game and you want to create a thumbnail where you have let's say a hills behind you. So let's go to images. Just I don't know why, but let's say you have hills. So let's say I don't know. No. Let's change it to racing track. So images, racing track. Okay, this is even better. So racing track, we're gonna choose obviously as bigger image is a better quality, but it means you need to wait slightly more for some of the functions to happen in the Photoshop Touch Android app. Let's use this. So let's say this is our gonna be, so we're gonna save image to our downloads folder and we're gonna call it racing track. Now we need to find racing car. With that kind of options, I suggest you to look for something where is a background and object is in a big contrast. This means it's very easy to select the item. So I say this one is brilliant because this is a car, it's all white around, but the shadows underneath it can be a bit trickier. So we're gonna choose this. Let's choose this. It's very easy. I can see, well, it's a toy car, but that will do. So save it and call it Audi. And what else? Let's say you want Need for Speed logo. I don't know why, but let's say you want Need for Speed logo. let's say you record a video about the Need for Speed Payback, so save that image as well. So NFS Need for Speed. That's it. You have your images ready. So if I minimize that, I go to my file manager, I go to my downloads folder, and I can see these 3 images. I have a racing track, I have Audi, and I have Need for Speed. So when I have all the images that I require, let's go and switch to a screen mirroring option instead. So right now, just phone turns off the DeX Station environment, and right now we're gonna go in the screen mirroring. So that's it. That's my phone. So what I'll do now, let's find PC Touch. So at the top, PC Touch, and open up. Don't need that. This basically says that this phone might be, or this display size might be not supported. I think that's the reason why it's not working on a DeX Station, because it goes all the way to 1920 by 1080p. This way is a bit different. There's a couple images created earlier, but that's not a big problem. So let's open up our main image, which is a background, which is racing track. So let's add that up. I'm just quickly gonna see if webcam not blocking anything, so I'm gonna move this way, and we obviously double click on a dot. It extends a bit, so let's move the camera a bit this way. So I hope I won't gonna block anything. Actually, let's go here. That's why I should be safe with. You will be able to see everything. So this is racing track, so we all fine and good with this. Add another item, and we need to add photo layer. We're gonna go and select our Audi. So Audi is here now. Let's move it a bit. Obviously this is gonna be quick and dirty. Don't expect me to create a masterpiece here, but you will know exactly what's happening. Yeah, that will do. Now we need to take the background off, so I'll go and select the magic wand, and with the magic wand, if I click on a white background, it selects nearly everything. Tolerance increases and decreases the way the magic wand sees the pixel. So the bigger tolerance and the smaller tolerance should give you a better option to select and deselecting the right pixels. So we go all the way to 255. It's pretty much selects nearly everything. If I lower down just a bit, it should select only white, or the whitest areas. But that's, well, you don't want to just mess about with all that, so deselect. Let's go to options. By the way, going through a menu, I just click with the left mouse button and just scroll, like move the mouse up and down until I find what I want, and go in and choose the option. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna, oops, I chose the wrong one, sorry. I need to choose the paintbrush. Quick select. Oops, again. I can't remember which one is. Yes, edge. Edge aware is basically when you draw around, it will know where it actually stops. So I see if I'm drawing around, it should select only the car, because it knows where the edge is. It basically ends the picture of the item you're trying to select, because it knows basically the difference between darker pixels and the lighter pixels. Obviously I possibly chose this image incorrectly, because some of the car, somewhere on a car there is a reflection, and it's basically the same color as the background, white color. Anyway, I'm gonna try to select all that, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. One sad thing about this app, while you're using it, you see it's selected pretty much alright. Oops, just click back. Okay, we need to add here, and by here we need to add a bit. You cannot zoom in and out, because this should work with a pinch with 2 fingers gesture, but you can't do that while it's on this that kind of connection setup. So you are stuck with what you have. So you need to be very, very careful with the mouse moves, otherwise you're just gonna end up in trouble. So let's select the exhaust. Yeah, pretty much I'm happy with what I can see. So right now invert, And now I select the rubber and remove everything what is around the car. Now I'm gonna just deselect everything, and that's what I left with. Now I can play a bit more. So lower that down, turn the edge away, and now the eraser, rubber eraser, should roughly follow the edge of the car. Then, like I said, don't expect me to create a masterpiece. Somewhere around here, that will do. For this tutorial, that will be fine. Right, we have the car. So right now, what else we can do? Okay, you can move about by clicking on this icon, and just you can move around wherever you want. You can even go all the way upside down, turn it this way, make it fly, go up on the roof, this way, or is you just best like, okay, yes, or this way. Anyway, the way you want, you can move it about with no problems. Then there is options like invert levels, go by choose the colors by the curve, by levels, brightness, contrast, shadows, etc. Auto fix, it just automatically fixes the image, just chooses automatically the brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, etc. This app does everything automatically if you choose this option. Under effects, we need this, and what that basically is, it makes look like a car is speeding. So you see, a motion blur is called, actually it should be a speeding, sorry. There was one, I think that's the one it is. I thought it's called different. Direction, yes. So you can choose direction, which way it goes. Do you want to go that it's all so okay, so the car moves fast. You just done a little effect and it thinks it's moving fast. Then oops, I want to duplicate the layer, and I believe that's the duplicate layer. Merge, oh no, how to duplicate the layer, I can't remember. Duplicate the layer, yes, done. So right now this, we need to take this thing off and move. Oops, where's my move? So right now I have two cars. Okay, magnetic, and if you take magnet off, you're free to move. If you turn the magnet on, it just goes by the locations, the coordinates. So let's say I just move just a bit because it just makes a bit more blurry. Hurts your eyes, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to do this video and show you that yes, you can create something, not a masterpiece, but something usable for you on your YouTube channel or anywhere else. You can even open a gallery with all this. Next, we're gonna open the photo layer and we're gonna choose Need for Speed Payback logo. So logo is here. Let's put somewhere there. That will do. Now we can choose a magic wand and hope that it will select only the text. Okay, not really. Selected a bit of letters by here. What if I'm gonna go and select the letters now? Yes, so it's found the difference. I will do invert. I'll choose the eraser, and I hopefully, if I'll make it a bit bigger, I can take the background off and then go at the settings and do deselect. You have you have another options like select pixels, select all, and further make it a bit pixels a bit further away and closer is loads. Copy paste, copy merge, show pointer. Obviously this is just gonna show you a mouse every time you click. It's up to you. Well, you don't need a pointer, a mouse to show where the mouse is. It's all this done well with your DeX Station USB mouse that you connected. So next thing, let's select this, move it a bit this way. That will do. Next options, like we covered how to move this, which is third button. Then all the color changes, effects, you can do like effects, all photo scratches, etc. Last one is all these crop, image sizing, rotation, warp, and etc. So lens flare, why not? Add the lens flare, intensity, just lower just a bit. That will do. What else? We have a lens flare, warp, so it warps the text. So as you can see, you can go all crazy on all this thing. Add a text if you want to add a text, but what I found with the text is when you actually stop editing the text and clicked OK, you cannot go back and re-edit. So when you're entering the text, make sure you are happy with what you've done, because otherwise you can't go back and re-edit. So it's one way ticket basically. Add like a vignette, like a gradient. Let's say I want to go this way or this way, make it a bit bigger. So if I go this one, somewhere here, like you see, you can go all the way nuts with this thing. And last thing, just a full screen. Admire your masterpiece, show to your friends, and pretty much that's it. Add layers, copy, empty layer, duplicate the layer selection. You can select an item and it just automatically enters as a layer, which is this. If you work with a Photoshop, you will know most of the things what they do. But this app, as you think this is an Android app and it runs on your phone while you have your keyboard and mouse connected. Another thing, pretty much nothing inside this app is done with the keyboard except entering the text. Everything else is a mouse click, so you need to be very precise with the mouse clicks when you're trying to select and deselect, because you cannot zoom in and out. So you know there is no zoom in, zoom out, so you are stuck with what you see on your screen. But that's it. Oops, I just freaking deleted all that. Let's go back. So yeah, we created a masterpiece. So Photoshop Touch, as far as I know, is still not available on Google Play Store. It was available a while back, and I was able to use this back on my Note 4, on a Galaxy S5, on the Galaxy S4, creating some of my early channel wallpapers. After that, or thumbnails, sorry. After that, I learned a bit of Photoshop on PC, so most of my thumbnails done on the Photoshop on a PC side. But this is a very good alternative for people who only own a DeX station, who only wants to use a DeX station, and don't really want to go and find other apps, other software to use. Because to be honest, if you go to Google Play Store, you will find loads and loads of apps that marketed as a YouTube thumbnail maker, but you go on there and you can do pretty much the same thing what you can do on the Microsoft Word or Microsoft Paint. So I don't see those to be very unique for you to use, because nearly every single thumbnail that you will create will gonna look the same. This way you have more flexibility and more ways to do. You can basically, it's a Photoshop 400. It's a very downgraded version. It's not fully featured, but some of the options, like for example this brush with the edge aware, I hope this would be implemented in a Photoshop update, because this is a very neat feature. When you're following the curve of the image of the foreground or object, and it's automatically deselects the background. It's an amazing thing. But yeah, this is Photoshop running on a DeX station, if you want to call that. Actually, it's not DeX station, it's just my screen mirroring. But don't be afraid while you have your phone in DeX station mode. Go and actually use some of the apps while it's screen mirroring, because not every app is available for DeX station, and most of the people who create the videos about DeX station online, they all just trying to push that idea that all the apps needs to work on the DeX station. But even when you go to a screen mirroring option, this is still a PC replacement, so you don't need to be afraid to use that as well for your benefits. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to click like, subscribe. If you think what I was showing in this video is bullshit, tell me know in the description why. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking on my stupid face down there in the corner. and I'll see you in the next video when I'm gonna show apps and games and various things runs on various Android devices. I'm not only stuck with DeX. I am doing videos about Chromebook, about NVIDIA Shield TV, and about Android emulators on a PC. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.